So as you can see here, we're going to do things a little different this time. I broke into the Fast Ginger archives of races and thought I would do this one from Blue Moon Bay Speedway back when I was on my own just as Fast Ginger. And the reason I brought this one up is because I had a very good race with ATK Uncle. This is one of the reasons that I wanted to join the ATK Motorsport team, was the good races that I've had with Uncle and many of the other drivers on this team before I even asked to be on the team. So I thought I would bring this one up, and we'll just it's a long race, so it started back here in 6, and sometimes you'll see that you got to go backwards to move forward, but I didn't mean to move this far back. So a little bit about Fast Ginger's history. So we'll go back. And when I first started racing on the Gran Turismo Sport, I was INVG Racing, and that stood for I'm not very good. So so I got a little better and thought that I had grown out of the INVG name. So along with my son, came up with the Fast Ginger. And then you can see this FGRT, it was Fast Ginger Race Team. So I thought maybe my children might jump in and join with me, and we could have a team together. But that never really seemed to come about. So I just narrowed it down to Fast Ginger. And now I'm on to the ATK Motorsport team here. So, but that's the reason for that livery there. And it's kind of embarrassing that you look back at these liveries. It's like I was trying to come up with a Fast Ginger brand and a flaming skull. You know, I wanted flaming skull, not flaming skull. But it really wasn't the best artwork. I thought at the time it was kind of cool, but that soon wore off. So, yeah, that's the reason for that livery there. So this race is all about timing, draft, not making mistakes and hitting the wall. You know, I started back in 6th. I dropped back to 8th or 9th, as you can see there. See, that person had hit the wall, causing a penalty, so that is detrimental. So I'm just trying to stay with these guys, and they've been fighting, and look how far that group ahead of us has gotten. You know, this race lends itself to cooperation and drafting and helping each other get to the front. And all they wanted to do was fight, and that's just put us even further back. So Uncle is way off there in the distance, as you can see. So and these people are running side by side, and that's just a horrible way to go through this racetrack. They got a little squirrely there. So I was able to dive down on the inside, and me and this Volkswagen were having a little tussle there. You know, you can't just let up and get behind them. If you've got a head of steam, you got to keep going. And that's what I did. So hopefully, I was hoping that they wouldn't fight, that they would just get in line and try to draft and get back to that lead pack. But alas, they did not. So, you know, I tried to just get behind him, and then as you can watch here, I was just not trying to make a pass. I was just trying to push him along to break free from this pack behind us so that we could make some headway on the people in front. So it's all about bump drafting, as you can see there, and we've already broken away. You know, one lap of not fighting with each other has helped, and I try to go out like that a little bit just in case, to not run up and hit somebody in the corner, because that'll throw you both off. Same for this one. You don't know if other people are going to let up at the same spot or break or whatever, so you kind of back off a little bit just to make sure that there's no no bad reaction from hitting them, thus making it bad for you and bad for him, because you do need a drafting partner, particularly when you're this far back. So, you know, I'm content to stay back here in 6th place with him or her and make it towards the front, or at least towards that pack in front of us. And we've got another person that's kind of joined the crew here. So I got a little bit of a run there, as you can see, hoping that maybe the person behind me would come with me, but no, he decides to go and make it 3 wide going into this corner. So not a very good idea, but I was able to make it work and stick that exit and get a run on that person. So we're going down this straightaway, and you know, in typical fashion from what these guys have shown in the past, is they are not going to be content. They just want that one spot, not thinking of the big picture. You gotta think further than the space ahead of you. So while we have a little bit of a lull here in the race, you know, I'm just going in single file, I'd like to thank one of our sponsors. We want to thank Rick at the Booga Box, who creates handcrafted chainmail creations such as wall hangings, figurines, jewelry, and other decorations. He also does laser etched acrylics and glass. Rick was kind enough to make some ATK merchandise for us, and it's not the run-of-the-mill hats and t-shirts he's come up with, but some very unique items with our logo. He has come up with cutting boards, slate coasters, wood coasters, an LED table light, and a light-up keychain. Both the keychain and the lamp can be customized with your name. The best part, Rick's prices are very reasonable. There is no huge markup that you may see with other people's merchandise, because ATK Motorsports ISRT doesn't make any money from the sale of its merchandise. We just thought it'd be really cool to have some stuff available for those of you who might want some really cool and different ATK Motorsports things in your life, and it will make your home and office a little more kick-ass. So we're going to move forward here, and finally caught up to Uncle. And I'll take this moment here and do another sponsor. We'd also like to thank our sponsor, hardrockdaddy.com, where you can find the latest and greatest in the metal and old and new. So go ahead and go check out hardrockdaddy.com. And we'll be back here, and so we're going to follow Uncle for a little while, catch the draft, and see if we can't get the vehicle in front of us. So it'd be okay to finish 3rd, but why not try to move forward and get 2nd place, either one of us. So got a little bit of drive out of that, and we're doing a little drag race down here, Corvette versus Nissan, and the Corvette's going to get me. Swings a little wide there, but he gets a good run off that corner. But I get a little better run. I just cut him off, but not to the point of wrecking him. But he's well within the slipstream, so he'll catch right up, no problem there. So as you can see, he's glued on my tail like that. And I know that he's a smart racer, and that he knows to move forward. Sometimes you just gotta tuck in and just push the other driver forward, and that way it helps you, and you know, that helps you in the end get ahead. So he's in the draft, he's catching and maybe saving a little money, fuel, maybe saving tires, because we did have to do a pit stop, and he may be on some newer tires than me. Or we may not have done the pit stop yet. Oh, okay, yeah, you saw me there. I had my turn signal on. If you go back and look, I had my turn signal on, letting him know that I was going to go into the pits. So I go into pits, he stayed out, and then he comes back out right behind me, but now he's on fresher tires, and he's going to get the position on me. And that's okay. You know, sometimes you just got to let him go and not fight it. But I catch right up with him out of that corner. I got a good drive out of that corner. So I'm just going to stick on his bumper and try to chase down the number 2 position there. And dipping out there, sometimes you lose downforce and get pushed out a little wide, so that may happen there. Backing off so I don't hit him in the corner. You don't want to hit somebody in the corner and send them into the wall. So just a little bump drafting. That increases his speed, and that'll increase my speed. So I'm just sticking on him like glue, and look how fast we've caught up with this person driving on their own. So, you know, obviously 2 cars are better than 1, because I can push him and make him go faster. And we've caught 2nd place pretty quick there. So me and Uncle are working together. An unspoken bond, if you will. I really like this race. I like this, you know, I've always been a road course, or, you know, those type of street circuit type of guy, and never have been a huge circle track fan, other than the Indy 500 and Daytona 500, because the Daytona 500 is always the first race of the year. So you have to watch that one. So we have caught up with 2nd place, as you can see. And he's really making some headway on that position. And I'm trying to follow him through. So I'm behind him. And the 2nd place gets a little squirrely there, but he keeps it. And I don't think we have too much more time left here in this race, only a few more laps. So it's going to be a 3-way battle for 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. I mean, you know, we're covered by a blanket there, and that's it. He got a good run, but he went a little too deep into it. Then he touched the wall, and that gave me the speed that I needed to get in front of him. I believe this is the last lap. So here we go. First turn. Uncle gets a little bit of a wide line through there, giving me the chance to drop down. And then I cut back up in front of him. But he's in the draft, the other guy's in the draft. It's coming down to the last turn. And now I'm a sandwich. And I believe the other guy gets a little wide and hits Uncle, push him into the wall, and that gives me all I need to get 2nd place. So really good race for me there. And just want to thank everybody for watching. Subscribe, hit that like, hit the follow. Thank the music for the permission that we've gotten to use it. And we will see you again later. Thanks for watching.